Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, October 25th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Monday, everyone. Here's a look at the ES in the daily time frame. What you'll see right here is a narrow range that is developed at these highs. Price has now reached, as of Friday, has reached the previous quarter's high after rejecting early in the month here. Prices below the previous quarter's close, never quite got to the low. Pushed through the previous quarter's midpoint here, and also through the previous month's midpoint here. Big time pivot move, and that opened up the continuation right to the previous edge. Now here again, as we mentioned Friday during the pre-market video, we're gonna have to see how the market responds to these prices. And the first time we saw price push through that zone, it immediately was met with selling pressure. So again, we may see some broader rejection up here that could lead us right back to 44.21s, maybe all the way across the range, and then we do it again. It could be a large trading range that's in play. So we're going to continue to watch this edge. We could still continue to push through it, but again, if there's a failure to hold it, we may see it pull back. As of right now, we are range bound and stuck inside the range until proven otherwise with an upward bias. All right, let's take a look now at the NQ. Well, let's try to type it correctly here. Here's the NQ. You'll see right now NQ 5-day narrow range, 5 days developing because this bar is still developing, but it's inside a developing 5-day range. You can see that reading down here, 37% of ADR, just 214 points. It's been averaging about 500 plus on a 5-day range basis. So this is a great narrow range that suggests that we could see a move of north of 600 points whenever we're ready to see expansion. Again, based off of the current up move here and overcoming 15.2, overcoming the pivot range of the quarter, etc. The idea is that this one still may get a lift to the previous quarter's high. So it started with rejecting the previous quarter's low, bounced off the previous quarter's close, and has continued to push higher. So in that case, again, if we are fortunate enough to see some sort of early push lower to begin the week, that could provide a rejection followed by a bounce and continuation to the highs. Again, based off of current compression, we may be looking at about a 600 plus point move. Say price were to be able to pull back to 15.2. 15.2 plus 600 is 15.8. So we could be looking at a very nice bounce and move ahead once price is ready to move out of this range. All right, let's take a look now at crude oil. You'll notice with crude we are on highs, 1.5% higher right now. We have just crested 85 points, and we are en route to that 86 to 87 target zone. 86 has been that key target level based off of this key range, that impulse sell-off and bounce. We mentioned that this may be the best buy opportunity for a move to 86s overall, and we've seen that play out ever since this day here. That was the day that recaptured the lows, made this the target, made that the target, and now these two have been hit as well, or the last one very close to being hit. So the idea is we're still headed to that 86. Now from this narrow range, we were looking for a failed new low. We got it here, a tweezer bottom the next day, but from that low it was 80.78, and plus 6 was going to put us at about 86.78. We were talking about a plus 6 could be in play based on average range here. So again, at the moment, we are en route to that level. We'll see if we can hit it today here, but any pullback early on to begin the week, for example, a failed new low tomorrow, could be an opportunity to get this thing higher into 86 to 87 ahead. So very strong continuation so far. Again, the market structure that was crossed in the weekly time frame through 76s is significant. We could pull all the way back to that zone and still be an opportunity to push higher based on market structure. All right, let's take a look lastly here at gold futures. Here's a look at gold. Again, you'll notice that this one is stuck within the range. This one has continued to hold the 1760 level, which is also the previous quarter's close and previous month's close. Also continues to hold below 1840, major CLVN, top end of the range. And the lower end of this range also 1720. So right now we are just chopping within the range. One thing we continue to see though is that every time we do see a big push up, it gets hit right back down. That's been the case here during this entire move. Is every time we see a push higher, it gets hit with some selling pressure. And so right now we did see some strength over the last few days, and we will see, based on how this range is development, if once we get up to 1840, do we get another hard push down. The last couple of times we've been at 1835, 1840, we've dropped all the way down to 1720. So if we do get into 1840s, it wouldn't surprise me if we see another leg down that takes us into 1720 ahead. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the new week of trading. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.